Hi, and welcome back to the channel where we talk about everything eBay related and more. It could be selling, so you could even actually buying, now reselling, or even flipping, or anything that's to eBay related and more. Today we're going to be talking about really something has actually asked me to talk about, really how to go on eBay and find items that can be bought. Now we're going to be talking about is how to find a laptop computer under £300. Bit of an easy task, bit of a hard task to actually find. But if you're looking for a laptop, and this could be laptops for students, laptops for anybody, for small people, or just a small laptop, and you're under a tight budget and you find it very difficult to navigate through all the jargon on eBay, I'm here to actually try and break this down and make it pretty simple for you. So what they're going to be doing for is going to actually find a laptop and showing you how to actually use it on the eBay platform and what to do and how to actually search for these particular items. So let's begin. So now, the most important thing is you jump over to eBay, but be careful what you type in, because the more you type in, the more that's going to restrict the search. But however, we're going to use the eBay tools to do that, and this is where people get it wrong. So the first thing we're going to do is type in the word laptop. Now, it may give you what we call auto suggestions of laptops and things. Don't worry about that. What we're looking for is a laptop at the present moment. Once we click on the search, obviously eBay is going to give us back the search results of the laptops and all different types of shapes and sizes and things like that. Now, their objective here is to filter down your particular search that you're looking for. Now, this is where the power comes in, where we're going to actually look for. Now, here comes jargon. This is the most important thing. We're looking for a laptop under £300. Now, the best ways to look at this, and I'm going to start with it again, just in the budget terms here, what you probably could get, and what we're going to select is you're looking for a laptop that has got the first thing in the technical term is RAM. It's like it's the head itself, the inside. Now, no less than 4 gigabytes of RAM. So if you see something that says 4 GB, this is the minimum you're going to go for. Now, reason why being today's world, the internet is very, very fast, and it requires a lot of resources for the laptop to work. And again, for a price of a laptop at this particular price, you need 4 gigabytes of RAM or more. Right? Anything above that is going to be really going to get you more or less of the budget. Now, if it's a new particular item, obviously you may get more for that, but you'd be lucky to get more RAM for the budget that they'd be giving. So that's the minimum you're going to look for, 4 gigabytes of RAM. And then there's 14,000 laptops here, but the next part is obviously, I'm not going to too much worry about how we got the hard disk size, which is again the storage time. I'm not going to worry about that for now. Or the actual operating system, but we can go through that later on. We are familiar with all these types of operating systems, but today's world is what you're looking for is Windows 10 minimum. 7 can be used, but I would personally recommend Windows 10. The type of drives here, and nowadays there's two types of drives, what we call SSD, solid state drive, meaning it's actually again an internal chip, and the other one is actually the normal hard drive, which spins around and around and around. Now, obviously, the HDDs are probably going non-extinct, but we can, at this particular problem, you're only looking for the HDDs. The solid state drive, even if you got one, would be more expensive. So if we start off by selecting 4 gigabytes of RAM and choose that, the next level will be obviously we'll be breaking down. So 4 gigabytes of RAM, we can select new or used. Now, granted, if we selected used, you'll probably get a lot more particular items here. So at the present moment, we're doing very, very good, because now you've selected actually 4 gigabyte. We've got 9,000, but however, let's go to a bit more and get some more search results. And now we've got 13 laptops on the screen size. And I have selected between 14 and 15 inch. Now that is quite sufficient. If we did go further than that, obviously it will break the actual price range. and this is not what we're looking for. So that's what we're so we've got a particular company here that's actually selling some of the particular laptops. Now, one thing to be paying close attention, obviously, when it comes down to technical stuff here, is to this. We don't want to really be going for Intel Celeron. They may sound particularly good and things like that, but however, these Intel Celerons, not the best of the best particularly, even though you can see it's a bit cheaper. That's why it's not, again, a particular item that I will perfectly go for, because obviously the type of chipset it is, and but we're looking for Intel Pentiums and upwards. Now, as you can see the difference in price, this is really just getting close to the particular area. Now this is sufficient for small usages and things more. As I said, it's Windows 10, so but it may not have lots of features, but more important, I would say, for the recommendation and the specifications, is pretty good. You've got, again, this is a laptop which has got 4 gigabytes of RAM. We do really need more later on. I will say, you know, the minimum, bare minimum is 4 gig, but you can do 4 or 8 gig of RAM. If you get 8 gig of RAM, it's even better. So now, where it's got 120 gigabytes, that is the storage space. This, it has probably got what we call an SSD. It's got a particular chip that holds all the information on. It's not like, again, and obviously it's got Windows 10 here. So the looking at the specs, this is a very, very budget particular items. All we do, if you really want to upgrade them more and spend a bit more money, you can have at least 8 gigabytes RAM and also at least 256 or more gigabytes of disk space, and more features to the laptop, or even bigger screen, because this is a 14-inch, pretty small. So the difference between here, now we've got a 15-inch screen, a bigger screen, but this is a Chromebook. Now, Google Chrome has its own sort of particular types of PCs. They're pretty good, but as I said, you know, they can only do some basic things, and it's based around Google Chrome. So bear in mind that if you're actually going to try and get one of those as well. So as you can see, you know, it's a big race between screen side versus memory as well. Chromebook, 14-inch. And if we go, and I've selected it as new, and you can also buy things to use as well. So think about that when you're actually looking at the actual models and things like that. So just to recap on what we just said here, is that you could get a laptop which has at least 4 gigabytes of RAM plus. That's most important. Yeah. The screen size 15-inch, and then we want to have a look at. We don't want to go for Intel Celerons. If you do, obviously they will run a bit slow, and that's what you've got to be very, very careful of. Brand model, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, because they're all exactly the same thing. But more importantly is that we get the spec right, and they do well. Sometimes you've got to be very careful of what people say when it comes to suggestions, things like that, because it's not probably right. And really, whatever your budget is the most important thing, what you want to spend. Sometimes you will get even a used particular item which you can go after, which is pretty good, and well in you know, the actual range. Some of the budget particular items are good and what they do, but more importantly, it's really down to what you want to do with the actual particular machine and drive. Some will have external stuff whereby you can connect, and some people are very, very light and very, very easy to use, but not to worry. If you do have sort of problems, try, you know, ask an expert to help along the way to get you in your laptop under £300 or more, where you could actually go out. Again, you may time to time see deals and special offers going on, because there's so many laptops out there they have to get rid of. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, and some of them, you know, are just in the middle of things as well. So utilize this very, very importantly. You don't have to specify 300, but more importantly, you can break it down, and you will see the laptops unfold based on price as well. So as you can see, I've got mine. I didn't actually set the actual price range, but this is what you can look at it, and this is how you can get within your budget. Hope that information has been helpful, and I'll see you on the next video.